lights blur like watercolor, just like my focus. Sip the warm drink, but the chill is deep, no diagnosis. Hear the distant siren, a fading sound, a premonition. Know this silence is too loud for comfort, my heart's condition. Check the phone again, just a screen glow, no reply yet. Every raindrop on the glass is a memory I can't let. The rhythm of the drops is a low-key, heartbreaking percussion. It's not the thunder I fear, it's the quiet aftermath discussion. Ooh, raindrops on a Friday night, reflecting a future that's losing its light. Pavement soaked in the promises we couldn't keep. This cozy room is where the real tears sleep. Got my favorite sweater on and the coffee sweet, almost too much. Trying to anchor myself with routine, with the sense of touch. But the familiar scent of this space feels suddenly like a museum, exhibiting what we were before the cruel emotional cesium. The jazz station plays a slow tune, a sax solo full of despair. I pretend to study the text, but the words just float in the air. Knowing this quiet moment is the prelude to an ending scene. A beautiful loss, but still the most devastating it's ever been. Ooh, raindrops on a Friday night, reflecting a future that's losing its light. Pavement soaked in the promises we couldn't keep. This cozy room is where the real tears sleep. I should just let it wash away, all the hurt and the residue. But the city holds honest secrets, and I'm still clinging to you. A final breath before the plunge, before the truth is too clear. Ooh, raindrops on a Friday night, reflecting a future that's losing its light. Pavement soaked in the promises we couldn't keep. This cozy room is where the real tears sleep. The digital clock is a cruel neon reminder of time. It still reads 3 a.m., the hour you walked out of my life. I check the log, the screen is dark, but the memory burns bright. That 3 were texts that shattered everything in the moonlight. The coffee's cold in the mug, I forgot to put the water on. A routine failure, a mirror to the way we fell apart and we're gone. They say time heals, but this feeling is a fresh wound every tick. I replay the call, trying to find a point where I made it sick. Oh, I'm haunted by the ghost of the 3 a.m. call, the The apartment smells like your favorite candle, offering no release. I know it's just a feeling, a phantom limit of a love that's gone. But in this quiet dark, I can't believe I'm meant to move on. The city sleeps outside, oblivious to the storm in my soul. I pick up my study book, but the page number starts to unroll. Just one chance to rewind, one line to rewrite the script tonight. But all that's left is the empty space and the fading cruel light. I'm haunted by the ghost of the 3 a.m. call, the echo of silence after you said it all. Can't move on when that moment's repeating in my head. I trade my waking peace for the words I left unsaid. I need to delete the number, block the memory, burn the page. But the ghost whispers you were the one who trapped me in this cage. A realization hits me hard. I lost myself before I lost you. And I'm haunted by the ghost of the 3 a.m. call, that goes silence after you said it all. After you said it all. But the sun will rise even if this memory keeps me in bed. I'll find my peace in the pages of what I'll do instead. The city is my witness now. A million lights tucked away. It's past the hour of hustle, the end of another quiet day. I'm wrapped in a blanket, heavy wool against the cold outside. The sound of the heater is the only place left for me to hide. The street noise is filtered through the glass, a rhythmic, muffled drone. It's the only sound that lets me feel perfectly, safely alone. I pour another cup of tea. The steam is a fragile, rising ghost. Trying to forget all the things I love, what matters the most. This concrete lullaby, the high-rise hums me to sleep. A steady vibration where the unspoken secrets I keep. No need to pretend for the walls, no need to perform the pain. Just let the city breathe its rhythm, letting the sorrow softly rain. My textbook's open, a paragraph read 100 times, nothing sinks in. The act of trying is its own small victory, where I can begin. The taste of the warm liquid is a gentle anchor in this lonely night, holding on to simple comforts, clinging to the dim apartment light. I watch the reflection shift on the window, distorted and slow. The past is a flicker, a movement, a film I don't wanna know. The bass from the club down the street is a deep low, comforting pulse. It tells me that life continues regardless of my personal limit. The high rise hums me to sleep, a steady vibration where the unspoken secrets I keep. No need to pretend for the walls, no need to perform the pain. Just let the city breathe its rhythm, letting the sorrow softly rain. I'm not fixing it tonight, I'm just surviving the quiet hour, letting the exhaustion settle in, reclaiming my inner power. One breath in, one slow exhale, grounding myself in low tones, rebuilding the architecture of my heart with these quiet stones. This concrete lullaby, the high rise hums me to sleep, hums me to sleep. A steady vibration where the unspoken secrets I keep. Yeah. No need to pretend for the walls, no need to perform the pain. Just let the city breathe its rhythm, letting the sorrow softly rain. Four paragraphs deep, I stop again, cursor blinking. It's been 3 months of silent screams and endless overthinking. My thumb hovers over send like a moth to the last light, knowing this digital surrender won't make anything right. I analyze the syntax, the comma placement, the tone. Am I begging, am I explaining, or am I just utterly alone? This white space on the screen holds more truth than I ever said. A perfect manicured plea that should just stay in my head instead. This unsent draft gives my self-control my final fragile barrier. A conversation I keep having with a ghost, a silent courier. It's the last chain to the past, a letter never meant to land. If I hit delete, will I finally let go of your hand? The apartment's quiet now, the sound of the keys my only friend. Typing out the memories, the starting and the sudden end. I wrote I miss you, then erased it, knowing it would be too see. I see the word count climbing, an essay on my own distress. But the truth is you won't read it, and it won't cause you any stress. It's a ritual of pain, drafting the words I wish you heard me say. A private ceremony to put the final closure on yesterday. This unsent draft is my self-control, my final fragile barrier. A conversation I keep having with a ghost, a silent courier. It's the last chain to the past, a letter never meant to land. If I hit delete, will I finally let go of your hand? Let the blue light fade, let the screen go dark, let the message die. The healing isn't in the sending, it's in the courage not to try. This draft is just for me, a proof that the emotion was real. Now I save it in the archive for the wounds I wanna heal. This unsent draft is my self-control, my final fragile barriers. A conversation I keep having with a ghost, a silent courier. It's the last chain to the past, a letter never meant to land. I'll hit delete, will I finally let go of your hand? A final click and a deep furniture gone, the rug will roll up, the hardwood cold and wide. Footsteps bounce off the exposed brick, nowhere for the sound to hide. This open space used to feel like freedom, now it just feels vast. Holding on to nothing but the memory of something built to last. I trace the dust line on the wall where your favorite painting hung, a permanent mark of a past tense, a silent unplayed song. The sunlight streams into harsh, the nano curtain to diffuse the view. I'm seeing everything clearly, the truth stark and brand new. Teaching me how to be quiet. The silence here is loud enough to start a riot. I stand in the middle, spinning slowly, reclaiming the square feet. This space is finally mine, but the solitude is bittersweet. The high ceiling catches the drafts, the air is thin and free. I light a new incense, a scent that's never known you or me. The coffee maker sighs and spits a mundane, reliable sound, grounding myself in the present when no footprints can be found. I remember nights we danced in the circle before the walls came down, before the boxes were packed, before you left this uptown town. But tonight the echo is softer, less of a pain, more of a friend. The sound of my own breath is the journey, a beginning, not the end. These love drops are teaching me how to be quiet. The silence here is loud enough to start a riot. I stand in the middle, spinning slowly, reclaiming a square feet. This space is finally mine, but the solitude is bittersweet. Let the echoes be the final sound of you leaving. Let the vastness be the space for new believing. Painting this whole ceiling blue, a reflection of the sky, washing the slate clean with a brand new quiet side. Getting love echoes and teaching me quiet, teaching me quiet. The silence here is loud enough to start a riot. Stand in the middle, spinning slowly, reclaiming other square feet. Space is finally mine, and the solitude is sweet. The velvet counter light is dim, the perfect glow for study. Got my amber liquid beside me, feeling calm and unhurried. Used to chase the noise to forget, but now I crave the quiet. This hour of deep, lonely focus is where I start the riot of creation. Sipping on the warm comfort, steam against the window pane. Rewriting the future on these pages, letting go of the old rain. The lo-fi beat drops a gentle anchor in the shifting city flow. Watching the last taxi headlights outside, know where I need to go. This is the rhythm of my rebirth, the 11 p.m. coffee shop. No one to answer to, no need for the emotional drop. Just the deep bass line and the soft hum of the pending degree. My chosen company is just the warm drink and the future me. The pen slides easy on the paper, the ideas finally connect. Every focus minute is a brick in the empire I must erect. The outside world can wait, with its demands and its heavy cost. This inner stillness is the map to everything I thought I lost. I remember the anxiety of shared spaces, the pressure to perform. But the solitary high-rise moment keeps my inner spirit warm. The R&B ballad plays softly, a female voice telling my truth. Finding the quiet elegance in solitude, feeling a new kind of you. This is the rhythm of my rebirth, the 11 p.m. coffee shop. No one to answer to, no need for the emotional drop. Just the deep bass line and the soft hum of the pendant degree. My chosen company is just the warm drink and the future me. Let the warm current flow through me, the whiskey or the gentle tea. This isn't just work, it's a sacred space, an apology to the old me. I look up at the clock, 1 a.m. and I don't feel the sudden dread. Just purpose in the paper and peace in my own head. This is the rhythm of my rebirth, at 11 p.m. coffee shop. My peaceful spot, no one to answer to, no need for the emotional drop. No more fall, just the deep bass line and the soft hum of the pendant degree. My chosen company is just the warm drink and the future me. City's wide open at night, 1,000 roads leading nowhere. Driving slow past the same old blocks, breathing the cold air. Every building's lit up in a different hue, electric and strange. Trying to find the one frequency, the necessary change. My hands on the wheel, but my direction's unclear. A map I can't read, the old coordinates faded out, planning a brand new sea. The radio hums a familiar tune, but the message feels redefined. Searching for a quiet signal in the chaos of my restless mind. Oh, is the only guide I trust now. Flickering blue and violet, teaching me somehow. Every light on the high rise is a point, leading me away from the pain. It points me north to my future, washing the sorrow down the drain. I pull over to the curb, watching the pedestrian stream pass by. Each face holds a story beneath the vast indifferent sky. I realize my center isn't in a person or a familiar place. It's an internal glow that finds beauty in this urban space. I used to think my path was fixed, a straight line to the end, but lost is a detour, a sudden curve I didn't intend. The yellow sign blurs past the window, a hopeful momentary streak. I don't have all the answers, but I'm ready to start to see. Oh, is the only guide I trust now. Flickering blue and violet, teaching me somehow. Every light on the high rise is a point, leading me away from pain. It points me north to my future, washing the sorrow down the drain. I don't need a grand plan, just the next corner, the next turn. Let the headlights lead, let the engine softly burn. My own strength is the fuel, the silence is the sound of the shift, taking back the wheel, accepting this beautiful gift. Oh, is the only guide I trust now. Flickering blue and violet, teaching me somehow. Every light on the high rise is a point, leading me away from the pain. It points me north to my future, washing the sorrow down the drain. Found a box beneath a bed, smelling faintly of the old days. Flipping through the squares of light, trapped in these faded arrays. The colors run where my thumb touch, a tear print of just the years, distorting the laughter, highlighting only the quiet fears. That one on the Ferris wheel, we look so young, so unaware, but I can't remember the joy, just the way you ran your hand through your hair. The moment's frozen perfect, but the feeling's been revised by pain. I'm struggling to see the sun, only remembering the rain. These blurred Polaroids are lying to me, but I let them, revising the narrative, protecting the fragile system. The focus is gone, the edges are soft, just like my own truth. Trying to separate the reality from the ghost of our youth. I hold one up to the lamp, trying to burn the image clean, searching for sure to fall. I need to stop projecting the ending onto the beginning scene. The beauty was real, the sadness is real. Somewhere in between, I put them back in the box, sealing the memories with the past air. Deciding that the best image is the one I choose not to repair. These blurred Polaroids are lying to me, but I let them, revising the narrative, protecting the fragile system. The focus is gone, the edges are soft, just like my own truth. Trying to separate the reality from the ghost of our youth. Let the chemicals run, let the edges bleed, let the picture distort. The real memory is in the future, the strength I will report. I don't need evidence of happiness to know that I can try. Are clear, revealing the true self. I'm separating reality from the ghost of our youth. Beneath the bed, smelling faint of the old days, living through the squares of light, trapped in these faded rays. The colors are run when my thumb touch a tear print or just the years, distorting the laughter, highlighting only the quiet fears. That one on the Ferris wheel, we look so young, so unaware, but I can't remember the joy, just the way you ran your hand through your hair. The moment's frozen perfect, but the feeling's been revised by pain. I'm struggling to see the sun, only remember of the rain. These blurred Polaroids are lying to me, but I let them revise in the narrative, protecting the fragile system. The focus is gone, the edges are soft, just like my own truth. Trying to separate the reality from the ghost of our youth. To the lamp, trying to burn the image clean, searching for a single flaw, something I must have foreseen. The way you looked at me is hazy now. Maybe it wasn't love at all, maybe it was just a reflection, waiting for the structure to fall. I need to stop projecting the ending onto the beginning scene. The beauty was real, the sadness is real. Somewhere in between, I put them back in the box, sealing the memories with the past air. Deciding that the best image is the one I choose. the space inside of me. Let the train loop the city one more time until the sun decides to rise. The window glass is cool against my hand, blurring the rush outside. Watching faces in the street pass by, nowhere for the hurried world to hide. I'm sitting still, a silent observer in this passing metal frame, giving myself permission to forget the old familiar name. My reflection stares back at me, shielded by the streamlight. We have a conversation only we can hear, late into the city night, asking the questions that the noise will usually drown and dismiss. What do I want now? Where is the real undeniable bliss? This window seat's soliloquy is the time I pay to listen to the quiet truth that's hidden before the day starts to glisten. The outside moves too fast, but here I can finally slow down. I don't need a single answer, just the space to write things down. The rain starts softly tapping, a gentle rhythmic constant beat. It washes the dirt off the glass, symbolizing something bittersweet. I watch a couple rush for shelter, a fleeting image of a past life. But there's no longing now, just acceptance of the necessary strife. I talk to my shadow, acknowledging the pain, the regret, the shame, calling all the old tired emotions gently by their proper name. They don't have power here in this quiet, deflected zone. They are just memories, soon to be simply overgrown. This window seat soliloquy is the time I pay to listen to the quiet truth that's hidden before the day starts to glisten. The outside moves too fast, but here I can finally slow down. I don't need a single answer, just the space to write things down. I used to search for validation in the faces on the other side. Now my reflection holds the comfort where my truest self can hide. Just a deep breath in, the sound of the world rushing on by, letting the gentle Stepping onto the clean platform, the air feels different today. The scent of new concrete and metal, pointing a brand new way. I've ignored this direction for years, stuck on the old familiar route. But now my ticket is ready, no longer holding back to loop the past. The train arrives with a silent glide, the doors open with a gentle chime. I choose a seat by the window, letting go of what wasn't mine. The line on the map is still faint, labeled with a hopeful soft blue. I don't know the stations ahead, but the unknown feels brand new. This is the new metro line, running straight to the light I see. No more detours, no more tunnels, blocking the future for me. The wheels are turning on a path that I finally chose to define, leaving the shadows behind, accepting the steady, graceful incline. Watching the old neighborhoods recede, the places I used to know too well. There's no regret in the departure, only a quiet, powerful spell. The sunlight catches the glass, reflecting the hope I held inside. A deep, settled feeling of peace, nothing left to run from or to hide. I'm not expecting a miracle, just a gentle, consistent pace. Every stop is a small victory, finding my own rhythm and space. The person I was is on the platform, waving slowly as I pull away. She's happy for the journey I'm starting at the break of this new day. This is the new metro line, running straight to the light I see. No more detours, no more tunnels, blocking the future for me. The wheels are turning on a path that I finally chose to define, leaving the shadows behind, accepting the steady, graceful incline. The air conditioning is cool, the seats are soft, the journey is quiet. This calm is the reward for the chaos, finally ending the self-riot. The doors open, the doors close, a mechanical rhythm of progress. I'm ready for the next stop, ready for nothing less. This is a new metro line. Straight to the sun, no more tunnels, blocking the future for me. The future is clear, turning on a path I chose to define, leaving the shadows behind, accepting the steady, graceful incline. from the slow baseline, safe from the coming gloom. I don't need a loud rescue, no dramatic sudden light, just this faint rhythmic blinking, guiding me through the night. The road's keys are dripping gold, slow and steady just for me. The chaos is just a memory now, distant as a deep blue sea. This lo-fi lighthouse show is shining only for me, a consistent beacon of the person I'm meant to be. It cuts through the fog of the past, steady and perfectly clear, telling me I'm safe, telling me I'm truly here. I sit by the speaker, feeling the vibration through the floor, letting the warm tape loop play, finally asking for nothing more. The comfort is in the repetition, the predictable soft decay, washing away the sharp edges of the things I had to say. I used to search for my saving outside, in a person or a dream. Now I realize the power is internal, a constant in a stream. The light is not out there on the coast, it's the glow I carry inside. I am the guide, I am the haven, I am the one where the lost can hide. This lo-fi lighthouse is shining only for me, a consistent beacon of the person I'm meant to be. It cuts through the fog of the past, steady and perfectly clear, telling me I'm safe, telling me I'm truly here. The old fears knock softly at the door, but they don't have the key. I just nod to the rhythm, embracing the quiet authority. Let the darkness rage outside, my signal is strong and low. This lo-fi lighthouse is shining and only for me, only for me. Consistent beacon of the person I'm meant to be. It cuts through the fog of the past, steady and perfectly clear, telling me I'm safe, telling me I'm truly here. The city lights are distant gems beneath my window frame. No more chasing the urgency, no need to play that old game. I've got my favorite blanket draped, the perfect silent scene, just the quiet promise of the books and the future in between. Slipping into the satin sheets, the fabric cool against my skin. The world of turquoise are falling soft, letting the deep focus begin. I highlight the chapters, letting the knowledge slowly sink and stay. There's no pressure to finish tonight, just gratitude for the closing day. This is my satin sheets and study no hour, a quiet chosen moment where I finally reclaim my power. Trading external chaos for the rhythm of the soft snare beat. I am complete here, perfectly rested, perfectly neat. I used to think productivity meant stress, best work happens here, in this calm and steady place. A gentle trumpet sounds its call, a whisper of a distant hope, a reminder that I'm capable, that I can finally cope. I open the window just a crack, letting the cool air flow in, watching the streetlights paint the ceiling, where the next dream can begin. The pen glides easy on the margin, thoughts clear and concise and true. I'm building the foundation for my empire, resting and starting anew. This is my satin sheets and study hour, a quiet chosen moment where I finally reclaim my power, trading external chaos for the rhythm of the soft snare beat. I am complete here, perfectly rested, perfectly neat. The clock hand moves with such indifference. Time is no longer a thief, just the deep sound of my own breathing, finding silence sweet relief. This private space is the masterpiece, painted in peace and dim light. This is my satin sheets and study notes, a quiet chosen moment where I finally reclaim my power, trading external chaos for the rhythm of the soft snare beat. I am complete here, perfectly rested, perfectly neat. Back in this booth again, the afternoon light is different this time. No shadows on the pages, no more searching for a desperate sign. I look at the notes from the old months, full of doubt and scribbled fear, but the answers were always present, waiting for the right moment here. Sip the dark roast, no longer a shield, but a simple warm delight. The jazz on the speaker fades, and a thought cuts through the noise, sharp and bright. It wasn't a complex equation, not a sudden loud crashing sound, just a quiet realization. The solid ground I need is found. Oh, the coffee shop epiphany, the moment the future made sense. A gentle click in my core, releasing the immense cold tense. The entire path is visible now, lit by the single soft idea. I finally know the direction, I finally see it all clear. The pen starts moving swiftly now, connecting the lines I couldn't see, writing down the mission statement, mapping out the future me. I see the barista smile, completely unaware of the shift within, but the world outside feels supportive, ready for the change to begin. The energy is steady, not frantic, the quietest kind of power. I don't need validation from anyone, this truth is my sacred hour. The old questions dissolve to dust, replaced by the elegant form of how the life I imagine is starting, anchored firmly in the now. Every shout epiphany, the moment the future made sense. A gentle click in my core, releasing the immense cold tense. The entire path is visible now, lit by the single soft idea. I finally know the direction, I finally see it all clear. Here, I used to rush, trying to force the lock, bending the key in the door. But the solution was in the stillness, in the silence I chose to explore. Letting the gentle hum of the grinder be the rhythm of my new defined goal. Oh, the coffee shop epiphany, the moment the future made sense. It made sense now. Releasing the immense cold tense, an entire path is visible now, lit by the single soft idea. I finally know the direction, I finally see it all clear. The circuit is now silent, the power is running clean. I don't need a single filter to show the inner scene. Stepping out into the morning, the air feels different now. Every choice is deeply settled, fulfilling a quiet final vow. I used to dim the output, fearing what the light might show. Now the current is stable and deep, allowing the truth to softly flow. The city's just an image, a mirror for the strength I finally found. I am the only frequency, generating an ambient steady sound. Watch me, the electric bloom, a quiet opening up to the sky, fueled by the lessons I learned, whispered by the reasons why. The confidence is calm, not loud, running steady and deep below. This is the moment of pure, vibrant light, a gentle, sustained glow. The past is just old coding, file neatly in the archive zone. I'm running on a new program, setting the resolute new tone. The mistakes were just feedback, now corrected and refined by grace. I'm moving through the silence now, setting my own quiet, knowing pace. I carry my own weather, immune to the external storm. My foundation is steady, keeping my internal structure warm. The future is not a question, it's a blueprint I drew myself, standing tall in this quiet light, prioritizing my inner well. Watch me, the electric bloom, a quiet opening up to the sky, fueled by the lessons I learned, whispered by the reasons why. The confidence is calm, not loud, running steady and deep below. This is the moment of pure, vibrant light, a gentle, sustained glow. The static is gone, the signal is pure, the connection is clean. This power is subtle, sustainable, the best I have ever seen. I don't need to shout the victory, the frequency resonates for itself. Watch me, electric bloom, quiet opening up to the sky, fueled by the lessons I learned, whispered staying glue. The breath is even now. The shoulders finally drop from the ear. I feel the floor beneath my feet, banishing every small distant fear. No need to check the phone screen, no deadline whispering in the air. Just the luxury of silence, a weightless moment to share. I used to think peace was a destination, a distant finish line I must cross. Now I find it in the stillness, regardless of the gain or the loss. The light from the window is soft, painted stripes across the wooden floor. Everything I need is here, I don't have to look outside the door. This 24 karat calm is the purity I finally hold. A quiet shining metal worth more than silver or gold. No fight left inside me, every battle has found its end. Just this deep, settled peace, a true and forever friend. I can look back at the chaos, the sharp edges of the things I left undone, but they hold no power now beneath this quiet morning sun. The past is accepted fully, not forgiven but simply understood. Finding the deep, gentle power in the fact that I survived and stood. The acoustic keys are circled in a simple, beautiful, soft loop. I let the final remnants of anxiety completely swoop and drop. The quiet strength is the reward, the harvest of the long dark night. I am the safe haven anchored by my own 24 karat light. This 24 karat calm is the purity I finally hold. A quiet shining metal worth more than silver or gold. No fire left inside me, every battle has found its end. Just this deep, settled peace, a true